And good evening, everyone. Welcome to planetherring. I'm Michael, and you're watching Iracing Season 2 of 2020, all the way up to Week 9 during our stay-at-home and race season. And we're doing the BMW M8 GTE, the BMW 12.0 fixed series. This week it's at Laguna Seca. And believe the load times are in the 120s, 121s, and I have done a low 123. So let's very quickly go in through here and make sure everything's good. I think it is. And let's make sure, of course, there's nothing to set up in here. Nothing to be changed. About brake pressure bias is about the only thing you can change. Everybody starts equal. So as you can see, 121s. Let's go ahead and we got about 15 minutes before the actual race session begins. Figured I would do a little bit of a practice session with this one. So let's go ahead and flip over to the telemetry screen there and go ahead and let's get out. Reset our view here. There we go. Of course, this car does have a speed limiter, which
there's traffic behind. Take
don't
care.
need. Let's see how we do. Now, I did watch a few people, and Laguna's definitely not my fastest track. Not that I don't know how to drive it, just don't know how to drive it fast. Not sure how that happens, really. Only thing I do know with this is you definitely need to watch out for the little sausage curbs they put in. Kind of ridiculous, really. Especially that one. That one gets me a lot. Alright, let's get a time in here. So, of course, this little kink right here is technically turn 1.
18th.
First gear through the Andretti hairpin. Use all the drag.
Sector 2 is 0.32 off the pace.
And honestly, that doesn't sound bad, does it? Somehow I'm not getting down to first there, and I think it's hurting me.
E7, that puts you 1.6 off the leader's pace. That was 124.36.
Okay. Not sure what happened there. Very, very strange. Watch out for anybody coming. Seem to have too many people.
Sector 1 is 25 seconds off the pace.
So I was trying to figure out if I should take the corkscrew in first or second. Fast guy seems to take it in second. So that's what I've been doing. The problem is that in order to do that, you really have to time your braking right so you can get slow enough, and then it feels like you're crawling.
P8.
I waited a little bit too late for that.
Sector 1 is 0.48 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
And if you do that corner right,
Sixth place. Good lap. That's your best in the session. You're currently 1.2 seconds off the pace.
yeah, that was a much better line through there. As was that. Break. A little bit faster.
Eighth place. Good lap. That's your quickest today. You're now 2.0 seconds off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.46 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.47 off the pace.
And 6/10 up, and I blew it on the last corner. Love that.
That's your best lap in this session.
Car right, clear right.
Be nice if you actually paid attention.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace.
And there you go. There's that last corner.
Good lap. That's your quickest so far. That last lap was a 123.64. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Well, that's pretty much all of that time between the last couple of laps.
That's your quickest lap. That lap was a 123.54. P8. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
And so there you go.
P7. That's your fastest lap. That lap was a 123.37.
So low 123s.
On your left, clear left.
just don't know if I got a one. I don't know how to do it. Let me put it that way.
You're now 1.8 off the leader's pace. Sector 3 is 0.8 off the pace.
I mean, a whole second implies I'm going way too slow somewhere.
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
I just don't know where. I mean, it seems like it would have to be a high-speed corner.
Sector 2 is 6.1 off the pace.
And there it is. Time for the race session. Let's go ahead and pull off here. Low 123s. I mean, I suspect I could possibly go in for newer tires with low as a burn-off fuel, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so been an eventful week. Had a really good night, Wednesday night at the RM Solo Spring Series. 2 second place finishes. Really surprised myself, to say the least. But we're also going to end up doing the GT Sprint race as well, either tonight or sometimes tomorrow. Maybe throw in a couple of fun runs. In fact, might try to do something simple like a NASCAR race after this one. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we ended up in the bottom split. Because let's just face it. I'm slow. Few recognizable names in there. Anyway, don't worry about practice. So for any of those just join us, this is the BMW 12.0 fixed series, one of the lower series in iRacing. Kind of an intro to GTE cars. It is a 12-minute race, which at Laguna Seca pretty much means what? 6-7 laps. Of course, most of these races end up being 6-7 laps. It's not long. Really don't have any time for any kind of shenanigans. Of course, there is absolutely nothing you can do to the car except for brake bias. I do tend to push it to the forward a little bit, but yeah, if I remember. I don't know with this car if it makes really all that much difference. Who knows? Of course, this is Laguna Seca. And there is a 17x DQ limit. Standard 2 laps for qualifying. And we'll do what we normally do. Try to do a conservative lap to start and then a push lap for the second. And we'll see how it goes. But try to warm those tires up on that first out lap. So here we are. We got about 5 seconds left. And 3, 2, 1, 0. There is the end of the initial practice. So let's go ahead and let's get that quali going. Doop, 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 doop. Ready, ready, ready. Come on, thing. Here we go. Come on. I never did check it to see if we had sound on the session here. So I'm going to go with a yes on that. Looks like you do, in fact, have sound. All right. Let's go for a leisurely pace lap here, get these tires warmed up.
The pit exit is clear. Push now. We have 2 laps to get the job done.
I'm not really certain what the net effect of doing this is. Since you can't really tell what the tire temps are because you can't really see them during the race. Alright, so here we go. Let's go ahead and get it warmed up. And here we go. First time lap. That's a way out there. Let's try to keep it on the track. That's all that matters. Tires aren't super warm, so I just have to take it nice and easy. A little early braking there. Sure we keep it on the track.
P6.
So there is a whole second down, but that's barely going to reach into the 23s, I think.
P8. That was a 124.00.
So basically a 23.9. There we go. Obviously not my best performance. Let's see how we did. Pull over here. Don't let it go off so he doesn't bitch at me. There we go. Let's see. So I did a 23.9. I'm currently 8th. 22.8 is actually number 1 right now. So looks like we are in fact in the bottom split. Yay! Alright, so I got that in there and we'll pop that over. So we have approximately 2 minutes left before the race starts. So we're still 8th. Again, this is a 12-minute race. Probably going to be 6 or 7 laps. Hopefully, well, usually these races shake themselves out pretty good within the first couple of laps, as long as we don't end up in any unnecessary entanglements, we should be fine. Usually some funny business going on in the front. Turn 1 is, or turn 2 rather. Sorry, it's not turn 1. Always makes for an interesting one. These races do have a rolling start, so I'm hoping we're not going to do an entire lap around Laguna Seca. It's a long track, comparatively speaking, so hopefully we'll start on the back. But sometimes, you know, you just go around the whole way, which it seems kind of funny, a 4-minute pace lap for a 12-minute race. But that usually means everybody's flying down into turn 1. Right now, we're in 9th, so got pushed down 1 here. We're still, everybody's at 128. I'm really only a second off the fast pace here. So, and I do know that I can do a 123.3 once the tires come up to full temp and everything's getting a little bit lighter. So that does bode well for my competitiveness. Don't know about all these guys at the back. We'll see if they're just here to get SR, or if they are in fact just fast and can't do a pace lap.
That's the end of the session, P9.
Alrighty, so that is the end of the session, according to the crew chief. And just have to hit that right there, and let's grid this sucker up. And of course, we are on the front straight. Oh boy. Well, that means we're going to go all the way around. Yes, yes, yes. Lovely. All right, so I got everything set up, relative positions and track map on my right-hand screen. Got my timing information on my left-hand screen, and I got my Motec display on my middle screen. Everything's good. Car position, A-OK. Looks like everything's good for you guys. And everything's good over there on my YouTube control panel. Yay! Come on, come on, come on. We there yet? No, we are not there yet. Hopefully nobody lets their car roll back into me. Come on, come on, come on. So anyway, we are nearing the end of season 2 of 2020.
12 minutes. You'll need to get on with this. The air temp is 78 Fahrenheit.
Week 10, 11, and 12. And then we'll have
Follow
week
car
13.
number 13 in the left lane.
Really hoping that we get some electronics availability. Looking to do a handful of upgrades still to the rig here. Did get my T3PA Pro pedals in, luckily, before all of this pandemic mess kind of started, so that was taken care of, and I really do like them. They're working out great. I finally did get a much better pedal position. Finally got those pedals settled out. I am now not clipping the brake pedal with the side of my foot. Load cell works nicely. So that's good. Unfortunately, availability from Thrustmaster, which I believe is a French company. Don't know why I think that, but I believe it is. Very, very poor at the moment, which is quite understandable. But it is preventing me from picking up the TX base in my Sparco wheel that I'm going to start with. Might add some of their other wheels later on, but right now that is the one that I really want. That's the one most like what I currently have. Then of course I'm going to be crafting up a button plate for that, which is going to add a lot of buttons to the wheel, which would be fun. But unfortunately won't be getting that probably for a while as things settle out in various countries around the world. And then, of course, the next thing that I've been waiting for prices to come back down is the 32
Okay,
inch.
Michael, nice and neat. Stay out of trouble.
Well, I guess we'll talk about this later. The 32-inch monitor market to come back.
Go!
Yes, I'm going.
Excellent start, well done.
Guess I got to jump on somebody.
You're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 0.24.
God, I hate that bump.
E5. To go. That's 10 minutes left.
Well, this guy behind me is closed in fast.
Time was at 124.59. Sector 3 is 0.42 off the pace.
Anyway,
The gap in front is now 0.8.
okay.
Looks like P4 has gone off in turn 5.
Yes, he very much did. I get the feeling that Gins is one of those people that ended up at the back.
Okay, Michael, just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. P4.
Car left. Still there, clear left.
That's half distance. Fuel levels are fine.
Alright, well, we got plenty of room, I think, behind this guy.
That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
Now, let's see how far behind that guy really is.
P5. The gap in front is now 1.1 seconds.
Alright, well, Thought he looked a little shaky. So now all I gotta do is hold off Duarte for 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes
There's an incident in the Andretti hairpin.
already.
P4.
Don't really have much chance.
He's gaining on you. The gap is now 2.2 seconds.
Shit. Yeah, probably not catching these guys behind me, but if I can just get just enough space.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes. That's your fastest lap today. Looks like P1 has gone off in the corkscrew. Yellow flag. Caution.
Car left. Clear left.
Okay, well, looks like
P3. Alright, Michael. One more to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the podium. That lap was a 125.15. Looks like P2's gone off in turn 3.
okay, this is the last lap. Alrighty, folks. Well,
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go. Well done, Michael. Great drive. That's a podium.
And there you go, second place. And you know what they say, sometimes I'd rather be lucky than good. However, I will say that we had a really great start. Moved up immediately from 9th place, and I'm probably going to pull off right over here, this lovely little scenic area. Take the exit road here. And let's go back and watch that start, because we really did move up quick, and as expected, once everything warmed up, we were able to stay competitive. So I'm going to switch over to the analysis view. There we go. That's a lot nicer. All right, let's go back into the beginning. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, so here is the beginning, and I'm going to switch to the far chase view so we can see this a little bit easier. All right, so coming down, actually got a really good start. I need to go back and look at that because I was in 9th place. And from the looks of things, at this point in time, I think that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I mean, it just seems like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, it seems like I was already in 7th at the point in time. Well, that's interesting because I gridded up 9th, and honestly, by the time we were crossing the line, I was already 7th. So, judging by that, somebody messed up way ahead of schedule anyway. But, all right, so here we are going. Here's the start. We're already in 7th. 8th falls back really fast. A little bit of a wide line through there, but we're already in 7th. And just gonna roll through, and here we go. Nothing too crazy there, except for that bump. So I do know that at least 2 positions were due to probably equipment failure on the part of some guys, because they just went kind of off into the weeds, just way off. See, there's 5th. So how did I go from 7th to 5th that quickly? Okay, there's 7th. So 6th, no. And why are we skipping? So there's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Yeah, I mean, obviously at this point, there were just people having really bad days. But anyway, I know we ended up probably in the second in the lower split. I did a 1:23.9 for qualifying. My laps throughout the race, we went down to a 1:23.5. Pretty consistently. The leader and ultimate winner of the race, Mr. Catoni, his laps were 1:23. He's a little bit faster in a couple of them, but not like major. So, and Santiago here, who qualified first, his laps were in the 1:23 as well. So obviously in the lower split, considering where some of the times were in the practice session. But that's okay. It's much more fun to race with guys that are about your equal skill level. And looks like we had some luck on this one, came in second. So can't really complain about that. So I'm going to go ahead and quit out of here. Again, still got the VRS GT Sprint race that I'm going to start practicing here. Probably will end up doing that twice tomorrow. That's how those things goes. And then we'll go see if we can find something quick and easy to do. Maybe some NASCAR or some dirt track stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching. And as always, here's the end card.
Hey guys, Michael here. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, go ahead and click that like button. Click on the Planet Herring logo to subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you think about the video in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon.